So, very good morning from Europe. I alluded to something a little while ago on my social media this morning, in that I would be doing something that I very rarely get to do these days. And I've just done that. And that was cross into the border into Slovakia. And that's a new country for me. I've been lucky enough to spend a lot of my life traveling the world, generally at other people's expenses, which is rather good, and earning money to do it. But I've probably been to about 140, 150 countries. I honestly don't know. Some don't even exist anymore. But it's very, very rare that I get to go to a new country. And it's even rarer if I get to go to a new country in Europe. There are a few left in Europe that I haven't been to. For example, Luxembourg, Andorra, various other small sort of kingdoms within Europe that I've not been to. But Slovakia is obviously a major country in Europe that I've not been to until this morning. So I've arrived here. I wanted to do a bit of filming at the border post, but the road kind of shot straight through it. It was very, very busy, lots of trucks everywhere, and I kind of decided not to do it. Anyway, I've just pulled over about a mile down the road just to record this, and I'm about an hour away from my hotel. Tanya and I's journeys start to converge now. She will be leaving Odesa around 2:30 this afternoon, which is in 3 hours time, or 2.5 hours time, and she will head on the long journey northwest to Uzhgorod in northwestern Ukraine, where she will cross the border. That's about an hour from the hotel that I'm staying in Slovakia, so I will drive down tomorrow morning, and all being well, she will cross the border and we will have our reunification on the Ukrainian-Slovakian border tomorrow morning. All right, I'll kind of crack on. Let's get a bit closer to the hotel, and I'll talk to you later. So this is my hotel room. I'm in the very well regarded, according to both Booking.com and Google, Alibaba, and it does seem a very nice hotel. Looks like an old Soviet hotel that's been dramatically upgraded, and this is my supposedly single room that cost me £39 for tonight, so I'm quite happy with that. It's even got a mini bar by the look of it, which I might be raiding. So anyway, the drive over was quite hard, and I'm not looking forward to it on the way back. I suspect one of the problems was the Jag sent me on somewhat of a scenic route, which I don't mind because I wasn't on any particular schedule. It took me through some fabulous places in the sort of hills of sort of northern
northeastern Slovakia, but it's not a route that would have been direct. Perhaps it's the sat-nav navigation data is a little bit too old and didn't really find a good route. Looking on Waze, I will use Waze to get back at least to Krakow, and then from Krakow I'll use the Jaguar's own sat-nav to get me back, get Tanya and I back to the UK, because it's fairly straightforward, all motorways. So the return through Slovakia is going to be 4 or 5 hours tomorrow. Then we'll plough on through the motorways on Poland and Germany till I'm tired, and then we'll find a hotel. I'm not booking the Eurotunnel yet because I don't want to put pressure on myself to get to a specific place at a specific time, because given the distance we've got to cover, that's not a good thing to do. If I have to pay more for it, I have to pay more for it. We're going to arrive Monday, Tuesday. Eurotunnel's usually a bit cheaper on those days because it's outside the weekend anyway. So whatever it is, we'll pay it, we'll get on it, we'll check our guest in, and we will get over to the UK and then back up to Newcastle. Crazy that the London-Newcastle or the Kent-to-Newcastle leg will actually be probably one of the shorter legs of this journey, and it has been a journey. It's been a brilliant journey. It's something I've thoroughly enjoyed. Road trips are just brilliant things to do anyway. The freedom to go wherever you want, and although I've been on somewhat of a sort of schedule, I have had the freedom to stop off at various places and do various things. Nuremberg wasn't on the original schedule. Things changed in Ukraine, so that gave me a bit of extra time, so I went there. Skipped Dresden, which I've been to before anyway, lovely city, but I didn't necessarily need to go back there. And got to see the Stalag Luft 3 and little bits of the Polish countryside. 4 days in Krakow, beautiful city. 3 days probably wouldn't have been enough on my own, but definitely a place I'd like to come back to with Tanya. And now Slovakia. Very reminds me kind of a slightly modernised Ukraine. The roads are pretty shoddy in places. You've got the old style police who would like to flag you down, and I'm not sure whether they would try to take a bribe from you, but I'm making sure my speed is well below the limit. And fortunately the Slovakian drivers flashed as well to say there was police ahead, so I was aware of a police trap ahead, so that's all good. So I'm going to get some rest. I'm not going out tonight. It's hot, it's humid, I'm tired. I have a long day tomorrow, so I might just go and have a bit of food in the restaurant downstairs and maybe a drink or two in the bar. Anyway, I'll catch you tomorrow for hopefully the big reunion on the Slovakia and Ukraine border, and I'll see you then.
So very good morning from Slovakia. It's I think about 10:30, 11 o'clock in the morning. Tanya cannot cross the border by foot, unfortunately. It was very difficult to find out this information, so she's booked a bus that will take her to the nearest village in Slovakia for 12:20. I've no idea how long the immigration formalities will take for her to get across, but I'm just sitting about 10-15 kilometers from her border crossing, literally just sitting in a shopping mall. So if I need some stuff, I can go into Lidl and get some drinks and stuff like that, and then hopefully, you know, she'll get across. I will move over to meet her off the bus and we'll start our long journey back. Our special guest is a little bit stressed. If you haven't guessed by yet, it's our cat, and she's 12 years old. She's probably not in the best of health, but there is no one left to look after her at home anymore in Odesa, so we have to bring her to our house in northeast England. She's not having the best journey, but we hopefully when she sees me She'll be in a nice cool car. We'll keep the music down low and I can talk to her. Hopefully she'll relax a little bit, and I will try and get across Europe as quickly as possible. See how it goes. Anyway, I'll keep you updated. Hopefully Tanya will move across the border sometime in the very near future, and we'll just play this day by ear. We always knew it was going to be a tricky one. The original plans had to be changed because we couldn't get Kiki's certificates validated until the 16th, which was the day Tanya had booked tickets for the train to take her into Poland, so that all kind of got screwed up. So yeah, it's kind of stressful, it's hard work, but we'll get through it. We'll keep working at it. Tanya wanted me to take the car into Ukraine, but I think there's a lot of problems with that because I'm a permanent resident. There's a possibility that I would have to pay the full import tax. They won't allow me to go in on a short period. And then I've got all my gear in the back, and then I've got to try and get insurance. I think it would probably take significantly longer than her coming through on the bus. It's going to be a tough day. Hopefully in the next few hours we'll be reunited somewhere in a village near here, and we can start our journey back to the UK. Anyway, keep you informed and take care. So Tanya is on a bus to the border, and I am now on the way to Sabrance, which is where the bus should drop her off. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully everything will be going okay. I have about 10 minutes drive into Sabrance. If you can see from the footage at the moment, the hills in the distance are actually the Ukrainian Carpathian Mountains. So that is Ukraine in the distance. That's my adopted homeland. A place I haven't visited for 18 months, probably more. And a place that I really hope I can go back to sometime in the very near future. Anyway, I'll keep you informed and I'll talk to you later. So I am now sprinting across country because it was going to take 6 to 7 hours for Tanya to get through the border. The coach driver is busing a load of them up to a much smaller, intimate border where she can walk across. So I've been doing a bit of a cross-country trip to try and intercept her at this new border crossing, and that's where I'm heading now. A beautiful countryside, unexpected journey, as much of this journey has been. But you get on with it, you do what you have to do. So you join me on the Ukrainian-Slovakian border in a little place called Ugla or something like that. Much smaller border. Tanya is at the border on the Ukrainian side. I'm not sure how long it's going to take for her to get across. There is going to be some paperwork that needs sorting out for our special guest, and we'll see how long it takes. I'm absolutely shattered, but I just want to get out of Slovakia. The roads are bloody awful, and quite honestly the road layouts are very similar to Ukraine, and it's sometimes very unclear where you're supposed to be going. Poland's roads are just so much better. Anyway, I'm waiting here. I don't know how long it's going to be. Behind me is the border, and possibly in the distance you can see the Ukrainian Carpathian Mountains. But that's for another day. Anyway, catch you later. Of you. We're longing for your heart. Yeah. You're kind and you're so patient. You never hide. For us you always wait. At this point we decided to turn the cameras off. Kiki was not a well cat, having been diagnosed with hypothyroidism and had lost a lot of weight. We just wanted to get her home. The journey home was tough. The delays at the original border crossing meant that it was after 4 o'clock in the afternoon when we finally set out. Kiki has adapted well, despite going on a 5-day walkabout. She is responding to her thyroid treatment and has gone from 1.8 kilograms when we arrived to just over 3 kilograms today. She's home, she's safe, and she's with us. Of you.
We longing for your heart. We're longing for your heart. We're longing for your